What's up, everybody? Brett here, and I'm back today playing some more Battle Brothers on the Warriors of the North DLC. Picking up a little bit after where we left off last time. Basically, all I've done was come down here to Wissendorf, and so just selling some stuff, trying to get back here to do that final battle quest once again. I decided to go ahead and do it. I think it's going to be fun, and, we only really get to do the Noble War once, maybe twice if the playthrough goes long enough. So let's take advantage of it while we can. You know what, that's a great roll here for Resolve. And let's also take 4 in HP because I already know that I'm going to use Student for more experience and Colossus to keep him alive. So Arnold is insecure. I don't much care for that. He was expensive enough that we're going to keep him around, and he's a decent enough brother that he's going to end up being pretty good. I prefer to think of him, I was kind of thinking about him off camera, and I'm like, you know what, if he's been a beast slayer for years, his insecurities could just come from seeing like the most horrible creatures you could possibly imagine and surviving. And in that way, that almost makes him like a badass. You know what, let's not do that. So maybe his insecurities just come from knowing that there are scarier things than him out there in the world. We're going to take a 3 in fatigue, and maybe one final full roll in hit points, and after that we'll just focus on everything else. Anything else? So the big thing was why I was happy to come back to Wissendorf and why I traveled all this way. I was looking for quests to do along the way, didn't really get anything, and I was also looking to buy more tools and didn't really find any until I got to Wissendorf, and then I was able to buy, I think, 80 or so, and that's going to help us put a pretty big dent in the tools that we are currently lacking. So we're supposed to follow some tracks southwest of Wissendorf, but I don't see any. Here they are. For a nice easy little quest, get some kills, make some gold. We're going to need as much gold as we can get, because we're going to end up basically sitting around for a while doing the final battle quest all over again. Now we're just going to pick off the guys without shields, with low armor. We don't have good odds. Let's just take an aim shot. Happy to hit him. This guy's looking pretty vulnerable, and we one-shot him. Nice. Kite shield in the front. Not a bad strat. But we've got a good line of sight on him for a 52% shot, and we nail it. Move forward with Isaac. Let's use Adrenaline, make sure we go first. I'm not scared of these guys. Not really respecting them at all, I guess. That was a pretty hard whiff. He basically pointed his crossbow at the ground and took a shot. Tie these dudes down. Wasn't sure at first whether or not I wanted to use Adrenaline because I wasn't sure how far we would get with Sir Lancel, but now that I see he can tie these guys down, we're going to use Adrenaline on Jotnar as well. Our archers can't move, but our crossbowmen can. And we let them kind of take some fights against us on the high ground. Let's just pull out our military cleaver. Get that triple surround here. We have the triple surround here. And yeah, let's go ahead and use Adrenaline. Alright, let's see what we can do. We whiffed there. That's no good. He's not using shield wall. Bone plating, stopping that first shot. If we can fight more unhold, I really want to get bone plating on all my archers. The wolf pelts are honestly just temporary. Normally in an archer battle, the enemy archers have to expose themselves in order to get within range to take kind of that first shot at our archers, and when they do that, they're usually exposing themselves to just getting killed. Let's go this way. Aim shot. And having that invulnerability essentially for the first round of trading fire usually means you just end up winning the archery battles. Decapitation there, and let's tie down the crossbowman. If he hasn't reloaded, he won't be able to do anything. Step up here. That was a good hit. I'm not unhappy with that. Get onto that dude, and now he's running. Can we step up? We sure can. So, nice, easy little battle. We'll make a few crowns. Hopefully enough to cover our day's wages. Because that's about what the quest is paying. The prices in Wissendorf are not good, which kind of sucks because it's our base of operations for the near future. We could save and just try and dump stuff off at Dornan whenever we get the opportunity. Step in here, shoot him. Okay. As you may have guessed, none of this really matters because these guys are super dead. Bill Hook. And now they're all running except for this one, who I'm pretty sure if we just hit him with a crossbow bolt, he will die. Decapitation. And let's just pass and let someone else step up and actually take a shot. And that's it. Nice and easy. We'll bring this guy his Tome of Arcane Knowledge back. Whatever the heck that is. Oh, they have some militia. Veteran marksman. Nearly useless in a fight. But I would still rather have them than not have them. Well, the bear hat says 15, which isn't great. If we can get up 6 days worth, that's not bad. Just sell everything. How many days worth of food do we have? That's probably enough. So yeah, let's check the hires, farmers. Okay. Yeah, let's just accept it. We might as well do this while we're doing it, guys. We've done this already. Like I said before, if we just wait and do something else somewhere else, the war would end by itself. But let's try and get maybe some full plates, kill some knights. You come into Sir Wilhelm's tent to find a less than enthused group of men. One calls out, "You are not the wenches we asked for." That's true. The soldiers laugh. Thane Jotnar Lanson barks back, "Your mothers took care of us first." Damn. Cold-blooded. Jotnar gives no shits. Predictably, all sides begin drawing their weapons. Sir Willem himself intervened to stop an outright bloodletting battle from breaking out. He takes you to his tent. "Glad you're here, although your men could be less of a nuisance if we were to win this Farkin war. What do you need the Earls of Jorvik to do?" He sighs and begins to talk. "I don't mean to waste your talents, Sellsword, but I need someone to go out and requisition food supplies for the army. We are running low on supplies and need all the help we can get." "Hey, if you're getting paid, then it's no insult to you. The company will move out within the hour." So we're going to head over. Ooh, this is pretty interesting. I remember this. A hint of murmuring grows louder and louder until you can no longer focus. You put your quill pen down, and with the sort of energy the ink bottle can take without breaking, and step out of your tent. Skeeb the Younger and Ragnar are standing there bickering over who is the better shot. Seeing you, they waste little time asking if they can hold a shooting contest. Yeah, it's going to take a lot of arrows, but normally we come out of this, they each get one resolve. We've done this already. Feel free to take your time and read that if you would like. We lose 60 ammunition, but we still got 330. We're about to use all of our tools is the bigger thing. And this is where this starts to get sad. The farms roll amongst the hills, the soil too good to let a bit of geography get in the way. Every field is flush with crops, and piping through them are the farmhands, scythes, and pitchforks, glinting as they rise and fall. In the distance you see the owners of the farm standing together. They look mighty pissed, but rarely does anyone stay angry in front of the Jarls of Jorvik. Let's get what we're here for. You get up the farmers only for them to resist. Their leader crosses his arms and shakes his head. Look, my men have already loaded the carts. I'm willing to meet halfway there, you know, because we got families to feed and debts to pay just like anybody else. How about you pay us 1,200 crowns, and we'll let all this go to Sir Willem. Damn. Yeah, I've done this before. Honestly, I don't think I've ever given them the money. We're barbarians at heart, raiders. I can't imagine us paying these guys. We're not necessarily cold-blooded murderers, but if they choose to fight us, that's on them. You forget your place, farmer. You want us to take it by force? You draw out your sword. The farmers step back, and a clatter of pitchforks being grabbed rattles through their lines. Their leader spits and runs a sleeve across his mouth. Hell, you want to take it there? Then we'll go there. Let's make this quick. A plethora of peasants. This is so awful. I hate this so much. I honestly don't know what happens if you pay them, other than maybe you lose 1,200 crowns. I think this whole quest is just designed to make you feel bad. It probably gives you some sort of bad reputation. But look at these guys. Ugh. It's just going to be nothing but squishy sounds of men getting pulverized. They're wearing, like, shirts. Disgusting. Just kill them as fast as we can. Especially the ones that have some sort of weapon. At least we might be able to make some money off of this. Not much, granted. Tie down as many as we can. Practice your axe throwing. That's about what I expected. And we'll happily let them go. Looks like the whole group. We'll just continue to pass. The one peasant who wants to still fight is going to get all of his buddies killed. Step in there. I mean, I'm not going to not get kills. And it looks like we have everyone secured. Man, we're wasting all of our skills on these peasants. I will say though, I am thankful that this first part is not going to be decimating our tool supply. Ugh. Slaughtered them to a man. Unnecessary. For just a couple hundred crowns, maybe. Worth of junk. Getting the food required a little more work than you bargained for, but it's all in your hands now. You bestow ownership of the farmlands to a poor farmhand with wool sacks for shoes. Don't you forget what happened to your master here, because as sure as shit can happen to you, too, got it? The kid quickly nods. You order the Jarls of Jorvik to prepare its return to Sir Wilhelm. We killed just a bunch of good men who just didn't feel like getting cheated for a crummy war. That sucks. And they were tough enough to fight. Yeah. Yeah, let's rest from all that hard work we just did. I wish camping maybe like lowered the amount of provisions you use. That would be pretty cool. I was trying to get there. Dang it, I was trying to get there before nighttime. Whatever. Cut it close. Let's see what they've got in store for us this time. At least it's not boring. We're doing something different. Could follow these guys and see what they're up to. I'm curious if at the end of this war, if Camp Waiter will belong to this house, and then we'll have a reliable taxidermist belonging to them that we can make use of. You slept like a dead man and wake like one too. The sunlight slipping into the tent is too blinding to go back to bed, and the flaps are too far to shut. To hell with it, you'll get up. A young boy stands outside your tent with a scroll. He unfurls and struggles to read it. Your commander has rekeistered. You just better go and see him yourself. I don't know. I don't know if that's what he meant to say. Time to pay a visit. You meet with Sir Willem in his tent. He looks rather excited. A shrewd and shrouded little man stands by his side. The commander talks hurriedly. I've acquired a bit of most excellent news, Sellsword. House Harkin is awaiting the arrival of arms and armor, and we know exactly where it's coming from. I just need you to go and do the obvious. Destroy that shipment and cripple my enemy before he even knows what hits him. Alright, we'll head out immediately. Let's take a look. Oh my god, look where they're coming from. Ugh, of course. Always punished. We helped them take this territory and now... Man, we've got time to do all kinds of stuff before we get there. They're going to move so slowly. We could probably meet them all the way up here. Jesus. Whoa, what's going on here? Looks like a pretty decent sized fight. We could get involved. Oh man. This is going to make this much more complicated. We're talking about fighting 21 guys. We've got 10 to help us, but they're just militia. And it looks like the trading caravan is in on it. Let's go. And if we're going to do it, we need to get in there before all of our guys die. Okay, apparently there's only 11 left. So they must be doing alright for themselves. So what we're going to do... Oh, crap. I always forget it doesn't cover the whole battlefield. It just feels like it does because we're always in the center of the battlefield. That was a bit of a mistake. Let's move up and try and get our archers some vision. I think this is going to be fine. If we get a few kills, that means we'll make a bit of money. We'll get a bit of experience. There's probably no negative to doing this other than we may end up wasting a little bit of time. But that caravan is coming from the farthest position possible. We're going to need to take a few battles in between here and there. Otherwise, we're just going to starve and run out of money. Pass with everyone. This is pretty annoying that we have to do this, but we turn this on purpose just to make sure we can always make use of our adrenaline. Otherwise, these turns would go just a little bit faster. Yeah, sounds like dudes are getting slaughtered. Once we get on this high ground, we'll be able to see. Wow, are they all over there? Well, these are our guys. It looks like maybe they're above them. Huh. Okay, let's just go see. That guy's a militia captain. He's got a military cleaver, decent armor. Militia marksmen, though, are super squishy. Yeah, you can see they're dying in pretty big numbers. They've already lost 4 men since we started. By the time we get there, it'll probably just be us versus them. Maybe we can cover these marksmen and have them help us. But they're using tier 1 bows. And if that's what's going to happen, then I almost rather them not even help me, because all they're going to do is take kills, potentially. Could hit in round, but it's just the same. It's basically the same speed. Just watch these numbers up here and we'll kind of get a good idea of what's going on in the background. Down goes another one. Down goes another. Looks like the militia captain maybe is trying to rally them. Yeah. 4 footmen. It's probably a pretty impenetrable wall for these dudes. God, pole hammers, bill hooks. They really didn't have much of a chance. Now I'm tempted just to post up right here. We could finally use Isaac and Sisu as actual, or Isaac the Sisu and Svarog as actual lone wolves like we've been wanting to this whole time. Send them out pretty far on the wings. Why is Kata so far behind? Oh, we used the, that's what it was. We used the Falcon. We'll just bring Kata up there. I mean, we've got a nice little front line here. We'll put Lancel right there. We can even keep Hans with his throwing axes back here. And if these 2 dudes stay with us, they'll be okay. That militia captain's as good as dead. They're giving us a clear line of sight on their standard bearer. Ooh, even better. Let's wreck this dude. He's going to take our kill. God damn it, that was a pole hammer. I knew it. I knew if I didn't get that kill, one of these jerks was going to take it. I almost want them to die now. He just robbed us of a couple 100 crowns. Take that 73. Pretty nice front line here. And we're going to discourage them from jumping into this position. But if you look at our front line, it's a nice L shape. These 2 dudes can just get wrecked. And since they're moving this way, we're going to jump up here and make more of a straight line. Let's go ahead and reload. Alright, now we see their arbalisters. Any of these dudes injured? Not yet. What wild misses, man. Okay, we can see a second arbalister. This one's got the better crossbow. Couldn't resist. I want that kill. Get the standard bearer out of here, and then any morale damage we manage to do will be permanent. these dudes are dead. Best thing they can do is slow them down for a turn or two. Give our archers extra time to fire. And since we didn't manage to get far enough out to get our lone wolf active, we are just going to go ahead and double team that footman. Great shots there from Leisure side. Let's just engage them on our terms. See if we can go first. Decapitate this dude in one shot, and maybe we'll be able to step in on that arbalist and shut down his crossbow. That's the hope anyway. We've left some brothers pretty exposed, but we've got bone plating on 2 of them. Actually, all 3 of these have bone plating. Decapitation. Nailed it. Game plan is working out perfectly. He brought a knife. You brought a knife to an ancient runic cleaver fight held by a Nordic demon. You seem unprepared. Alright, we see his riposte. Hitting about half those shots. Pretty appropriate. Destroy that dude's armor in one shot, basically. Get our cleaver out. All we have to do is not hit him in the armor, buddy. It's pretty much impossible to do with a noble sword. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to try and push this guy. That wrecks his shield wall and his riposte. Went for the decapitation there, didn't get it. So now I'm going to go for Indomitable, so he doesn't stun us. But he's managed to take the heat off of his Arbalister. We had him tied down until he pushed us. And we want that heavy crossbow. It's a pretty expensive item. And he sticks around, incredible. Good misses, Kata. Come on, man. Perfect. Let's just jump forward, get ourselves in range of that other Arbalister. That's perfect. We'll move first next round and we'll just get that guy. Too easy. Thank you. No harm ultimately came of those ripostes. I'm just a little bit sad we couldn't save any of the militia guys. We couldn't save the... It looked like the caravan hands were tied into this as well, but maybe those are 2 separate battles going on. I didn't even consider that till just now. They looked like they were together. They were so close. Alright, let's tie this dude down. Jump in there, take a shot. Point blank, and now he wants to run. Perfect. And this is, man, this is crazy because this is all just a diversionary battle. So we can make a little bit of money before we even, you know, so we can intercept that one caravan. Noble Wars are nuts, man. Would be wonderful if we needed any of the gear we're getting. but we just don't. These human opponents do give pretty good experience compared to fighting zombies and stuff. Alright, can we get a hammer? Finish it. Dear God, please. Two misses in a row. My heart can't take it. Down he goes. Alright. Sir Lancel has leveled. That's cool. We do get the heavy crossbow. Some pretty broken mail hauberks. Bill hooks. 10 tools. I'm probably more excited about the tools than everything else. Yeah, and this was 2 separate attacks. Crazy. Well, let's stop by Dornan, because the prices here are pretty much always good. Not on tools, though. Sell everything we can. Because I think we're going to overpay for their tools. Sorry, I had to sneeze there. Get rid of all of that. We probably have to buy food as well. That's 6 days worth. Let's get some bread. Get up to 7. Yeah. It's much better. And they're having problems here. They're rebuilding local holiday, ambush trade routes raided. Time for food and drink. It should be, but they're being raided. So it's like everything is kind of bad here. While we're here, let's take a look at Arnold and make sure he doesn't have a bowl cut. We've already got someone who looks too similar to you. That's not it. The beard's got to go. Beast Slayer. There you go. You look like my Witcher 3 character. Got it. Got you, Arnold. And we will change your name up pretty soon. Do we just take this fight here? Just more easy money. We still don't have enough tools to fix all of our gear. That's crazy. This battle has a sergeant. Sergeants usually have a great tier 3 weapon. Okay, a military cleaver. They've left their arbalister vulnerable. So we'll try and pick him off. Nice. And the rest of our shots are just going to go onto the sergeant. If they can. 77, aim shot on the billman. Take him down in one shot. Not gonna lie, I'm a little proud of you guys. %, whiff. Okay. Let's get in there. Be aggressive. 52s. Sure. That was pretty nice. Point blank. If we hit this guy, man, I was gonna say we were probably gonna kill him, but we did not. It's making me look like an idiot. This team right here is solid enough to kill anyone. We'll step into this gap and make it so that they can't advance. Okay. Indomitable needs to get popped before we get bopped on the head with this mace. And I'll use Indomitable here as well. Let's go first. We're going to use a line shot. Step in 1. Alright, let's go. Man, I was really hoping we would get that guy. Come on. Get him again. Okay. I mean, we stacked 2 huge bleeds on him. He's going to take 40 damage. If we just hit this guy, he's dead. That's nice. And now they're broken into 2 little groups. Alright, bone plating took that first hit for us. Ugh. That's why I was happy to use Indomitable, but it wore off. I figured... I don't know what I figured, I guess. Because we used Adrenaline to go first. 2 stacks of bleeding, though. It's unacceptable. We gotta kill this guy. Alright, instead of reloading, we're gonna hit him with a bill hook. Perfect. And we get the cleaver. 237s. Switch it up. Man, that was some decent damage he did with that military cleaver. Step in and just get better surrounds. Alright, now that he's running, that makes everything pretty simple. Still with the bleeding, eh? I'm now just a tiny bit worried about Isaac. Yeah, and he rallied his boys. Yeah, we're gonna go for the 78. Getting 2 overwhelms on him probably just saved Isaac from getting hit. Good, we pierced his chest with those heavy archer shots. 19, just shoot the guy behind him. And I'm happy we managed to get the kill, but it's pretty lucky. Good bleed. Let's tie them all down. Big great sword shot. Can we get the kill with Wonton? And we can. That's going to let us step up into the quadruple surround. So much bleed damage. Isaac's actually in rough shape. We don't have to take any battles for a minute, so he'll be able to heal up before the next big fight. But look at the balls on this dude. Not even wanting to run yet. There we go. He could have been an adventurer. 6 tools, that'll maybe help cover what Svarog's damage just was. Probably should just head right back to Dornan and sell everything for the best prices possible. Got a lot of bastards here. $400 for that cleaver, $200 for the arming sword, $400 for the flat top. Yeah, that's what we needed. That is what we needed. We don't need that. Nice. How are we on food? We could buy some venison. Let's do that. Might as well also get some tools. Not some tools, the arrows. And head over to Brookburg. So, I guess this caravan is going to go down through here, I guess, down here to Brunwald. I can't even believe this right now. The game is just trolling me. Get to Brookburg, should be morning, and maybe we can buy some more tools and finally get ahead of our tool shortage. A supply caravan. That sounds like something I want to raid. Nothing in the armor that we need. Oh my god. A two-handed hammer. Oh, this is like a pole hammer. Do we need this? We don't. We don't need this at all. And we can't afford it at all. That makes me sad. It's not that strong. If you compare it to something like even just the long axe, 70 to 95 damage. It just is really powerful versus armor. Weapon skills build up -2 fatigue. That's pretty cool. Yeah, if I had more money, guys, I would buy this in a heartbeat and find someone to put it on. Honestly, not even sure who I would give that to. The pole hammer counts as a hammer. So not a pole arm. Probably give it to one of my archers. Probably Ozzy. Damn, can I get that? Is there any way? Maybe. You know what we'll do? We'll attack this supply caravan and see how much money we can make off of that. And then we'll see. Wow, that was bad. Alright, Isaac's got to run. Isaac has got to run. Alright, I'm super happy with that. Getting just a straight up footman kill with archers right at the beginning of the battle. Very nice. And then we're going to run as far back as we can. We could use adrenaline and get even farther, but I think that's a bit excessive. This isn't great because we're giving them a clear line of sight, basically. 66. Nice, that was a brutal hit. And we'll just wait with everyone else. Spear wall in the center. We're going to wait and let them come to us. Keep our shield intact in the front of our formation so that they can't pick us off with those crossbows. Alright, good misses. And now we get a chance to shoot at them. They're hiding behind these little outcroppings. We could take an aim shot on this arbalister. Happy to hit him. One more of those and he's gone. Alright, you the man, Kata. Yep, that was great. So, if we can just land one of these hits, we'll be fine. We'll keep running with Isaac. And go for a huge greatsword shot there. We whiff, but that's okay. And this 1v1, I think we know who that favors. We can afford to use adrenaline. We've been sitting still this whole battle. So our fatigue is in flawless condition. We hit him in the head. Not ideal. Step up and stay high and tight with our shield wall. That way we don't randomly get shot in the chest on leisure side or something. Stranger things have happened. Alright, this gives us 2 triple surrounds. 60 versus a 44. We'll just have to see how they step up here. I think Ragnar's probably loaded for one more shot. This footman is just about dead, and then it'll just be this guy on his own. There he goes. Yeah, we're going to scare him off. If he just wants to sit there with his shield wall up, I am happy with that. Pierced his hand. Step in there. Maybe we can get a little greedy. We just can't quite hit that guy. Bill hook out on Ragnar. Come on. Decapitation, didn't get it. We can step all the way in behind because there is no zone of control on people who are running away. Ooh, can't do that though. We can use Adrenaline and try and get close to the Arblister. If we can get Sir Lancel right next to him, it might influence his targeting. Force the Arblister to want to shoot him. If he's not just straight up trying to run away completely, that is. Yeah, we almost caught him. So he'll probably just shoot us here, and that's perfect, because Sir Lancel's range defense is crazy. And one shot on the footman apparently was all we needed. And because he stood to shoot at us, he left himself vulnerable to our archers. Finally, that guy goes down. What a hero. Nope, you run away. And we'll use someone else to do our donkey slaying. Adrenaline once again. And we do have to kill the donkey, I think, in order to get the trade goods. I'm honestly hoping he's just carrying a ridiculous amount of tools. That's the dream. That's not what I meant to do. Terrain is making for some weird pathing. And if he wants to run off the board, I'm happy with that. But I don't think he will. He's just going to keep taking like pot shots at us. Yeah, and he's going to run. Just watch. It's going to be something like totally useless. Okay, now we end our turn. Oh, just relax for a second. Even the look of the donkey with the arrows in it, that's so sad. We did have that level on Sir Lancel, so what did we get? Some quality wood, some junk. These are worth a lot. So are these. Honestly, we didn't get a ton from that. I don't think we got enough from that to buy that pole hammer. Especially considering we really want these tools. If we sold just about everything in our inventory, I'm talking like we sell this great sword, we sell this, well, I don't think I would sell the spiked impaler no matter what. Some of our backup armor, poison apple here. Actually, we definitely can sell that. We've been sitting on that forever. Dang. For a pole hammer? Nah, we can't do it. We're actually not even all that close. We need 3,000 or 4,000 more crowns before we'd be able to comfortably do that. Whoa, 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 whoa. Some brigands might help, but if we take this fight, this will probably be the last fight of today's episode. These crazy noble war quests. Man, we should have done something with Isaac. They have just enough ranged guys to threaten him. We need to move him back. I'll take that. 3 good shots. But his armor's messed up a little. It's mostly just his HP pool. And they're overloading this flank where Isaac is injured. So we certainly want to prioritize shooting down here to clear them up. Let's get the easy kill. Yeah, 2 easy kills. Nice. Isaac is going to step back. .63's not bad, but we missed both of them. And we are not stepping in on them. They're going to have to come to us. Spear wall right down the center. Shield wall there. That should be enough to hold those 2 back, plus this dude. This is going to be quicker than I thought. Yeah, they're just going to want to go around. It's cool with me. Warbrand is a dangerous weapon. The axe is a dangerous weapon. Mostly because it can break our shields. And they did exactly what I expected them to do. They leapfrog in. First guy ties us down. The second one can jump over. Good hits. Guy's got an arming sword. Do not have a reloaded crossbow. Let's see what our shots are like. 57, 74, 73. Let's go for him. And with adrenaline, we'll be able to tie them both down next turn. We'll do the same thing down here. Nice. And that's the battle. Nice and easy. Now it's got me thinking, is this going to give us enough crowns to get that cool pole hammer that we don't need at all, but still would be really awesome? Might be. Might be. There's some pretty expensive weapons on this battlefield. War brands, which I can't even tell if we got because we're standing on the corpse. Capitation there. Yeah, try and get us with the knife. So I'm curious what you guys would like to see next after the Noble War ends. My current plans right now are to try and go do the Goblin City or the Witch's Hut. I think we're actually good enough to do the Witch's Hut. We saved that for kind of a final boss in our last playthrough, and I think with good reason. But in this playthrough, even though we don't currently have I think it's the Undead Crisis necklace, the one that grants you immunity to being mind controlled, which is kind of almost a must for that fight. I think with our resolve sitting at around 60 on almost every single brother, we have what we need to take it down. It might take a few tries, which is something I'm not above whenever it comes to the major boss battles in the game. But I think we honestly could take the Witch's Hut. Our gear is pretty sweet. Our last playthrough was probably the worst run I've ever had for getting loot. Yeah, we didn't get some of the more expensive weapons there. And do we head back to Brookburg? There's no way we can buy that. Unless we kill these guys. Ooh. There's no one here to help us fight that. That's 23. That's a bloodbath. And our boy is very injured. Very, very injured. If we take it, we'd probably make enough money to buy that thing. Let's go ahead and level... Not Yonar. Let's level Lancel. 75. He needed that. A little more fatigue. He needed that as well. And I guess we'll just keep pumping melee defense on him. Ugh. They even still have it. Of course they do. Guys, I think that's going to be it for us today. I'll surprise you. Whether we do this or not, I don't know. If we do it, it's basically just to try and get that knight's coat of plates and to try and get that legendary weapon. But that's going to be it for me today. We ended up spending almost the entire episode just fighting nonsense while waiting for a supply caravan across the entire map. And it'll probably be something similar next episode, but at least we're taking fun fights. And we're not currently hurting for tools. But that's going to be it for me today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Once again, my name is Brett. My channel is Goodtalk Gaming. Let me know what your suggestions are for what we should do after the Noble War. If my ideas are cool enough, or if you have some better ideas. There's still some legendary locations we haven't found, and we could always go into the wild in search of those. We could go up north and look for more big barbarian fights, which is kind of what I'm more interested in doing than almost anything else. But yeah, that's going to be it for me today. Take it easy, guys, and as always, I will see you in the next one.